Hey, baby, can you come here for a little? Yeah, like I'm getting really stressed. Why? It's just all the wedding stuff. I kind of just want to pick your brain a little bit. Okay. What? Oh, the mess? Well, yeah, I'm looking at a million things at once. My coworkers got me a bunch of wedding magazines. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen these things since, I don't know, what, maybe 2010? Uh-huh. I would flip through them and just dream. Do people even buy magazines anymore? You know, now that we're so social media based? Right? Probably not. I mean, there's no need. You can see what celebrities are doing in real time on their Instagram. Doesn't leave too much room for question, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Different times, I guess. Anyway, wedding stuff. Can you believe it? Pretty soon we're going to be married. I know. I'm going to be your wife. That's insane. In a good way, of course. Why not just get a wedding planner? Well, besides me being a control freak, a wedding planner in 2025 costs $3,000 on the low end and about $10 on the high. The one thing I've had to learn my entire life is if you want something done right, do it yourself. Plus, it's our wedding. We have a vision that we can make come to life. Well, we will after this conversation, so get comfortable. Where do we start? Ooh, location. What do you think? Do we want something in town? Maybe a destination? What do I want? Honestly, I really don't know. I know most girls dream about their wedding and whatnot and have it down pat when the time comes, but I don't know, I've just never really thought about it. I mean, I have, but never too much into it. Just like colors and dress styles. If you asked me when I was 8, I probably would have said at the beach, but everyone knows that's a nightmare. Between the wind ruining your hair, the decorations, sand going in your eye, and sand going in your shoes, and just being realistic, I don't want to see feet at my wedding. Exactly. So I guess for my dream, definitely a destination wedding. But obviously, that's extra expensive. Not just for us, but like everyone involved. Plus, I can't be hands on unless I'm there while everything is being prepped, which is just more money. Where? I mean, I would love to get married and honeymoon in Italy. Maybe even Greece. I don't know, I've just always loved Italy, given I'm Italian, but also, Greece just seems so enticing. So, a wedding in Italy, honeymoon in Greece, just so we can see more places. What about you? What's your dream wedding destination? And don't say you don't care because it's just as much as your wedding as it is mine. Okay, well, if we were to do it here, what are you thinking? Something traditional, like a church? Indoor, outdoor? What comes to mind? Interesting. I feel like for me, if we were to do it here, I mean, obviously a church is always cliche in my opinion, but I think I could deal with a nice cathedral. But I don't know, maybe like something else, like a vineyard or a castle. What? Well, for one, if you've ever been to like a wine tasting, it's usually at an estate. So the landscaping is always top tier if you were to want it outdoor. Plus, they never really go crazy with the colors on the inside, so you could transform it into whatever you want. And it's not as expensive either in comparison to like going to Italy, you know? Yeah, it completely skips the transportation and room costs. Yeah, well, that's a good option for both indoor and outdoor. The castle? Well, we don't live too far from one. I forget what it's called, but it was a few years back when I was basically on the way to being single. I would just distract myself by driving to random places, and one of them was a castle that was only like an hour and a half away. Funny story, when I got there, it was closed, so all I could do was walk through the outside of it, and guess what? I witnessed a whole ass proposal. It was beautiful. Of course she said yes, but it's like 1 second I'm there all sad that I'm alone instead of enjoying this experience with my boyfriend, and then next I see flowers and people with cameras hiding behind trees, and boom, some girl getting what I want. Yeah, it was bad. I cried in the car. I had to go. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I got over it. I still think a castle is a cute place, though. The only problem about an outdoor wedding is that we would need to do it in the fall time when it's getting cooler because I can't be in the sun. Yeah. And I don't want to be freezing either for my wedding. But I mean, a winter wedding does sound magical if there's snow. I mean, spring is gorgeous because you can just have a ton of flowers, but me and pollen don't work. Remember last spring? My eyes got all red and swollen, and I'd lose my voice every other day because the pollen is so bad here. Yeah, so definitely no to a spring or summer wedding. It's not 2009. This isn't the same sun that we were dealing with back then. I know, baby. I get everyone is on vacation and whatnot, but no. I'd prefer to not be drenched in sweat on my wedding day. In fact, I would absolutely love it if I could just shower, say our vows, and get to our honeymoon suite. But before you get started up on honeymoon activities, how far are you looking to push the wedding? What do I think? I agree. I think a year is fair. Gives us plenty of time to plan and for the guests to get their calendar set. Yeah, I like that. So, as of now, maybe like a September, October wedding? Yay! I think that could work. It'll definitely be busy, so hopefully everyone has enough time to get their affairs in order. Overall, I think an indoor wedding would be best, so just in case the weather does a 180, we're okay. Yeah. Well, have you thought about colors at all? For what? Like your tuxedo and the groomsmen's colors. Excuse me? Isn't that my job? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, yeah, I'd prefer if the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and their outfits went together, but I'm pretty open. I mean, dark blue always looks nice. White is really bright, but it works. Maybe even tan? Are there any colors that I'm completely against? Well, those are just about the only colors that I'm okay with. Yeah, I don't want to see like bright reds, yellows, purples, and all of that on my wedding day. What am I doing for the girls? It honestly just depends on the venue, but I'll get back to you on that for sure. Music. Any songs you want to see me walk down the island? Wipe Me Down by Little Boosie? Don't piss me off. Next. Nope. Next. Kids or no kids? No, silly, at the wedding. You don't really care? I mean, if I'm honest, if it weren't for social media, I don't think that I would have an opinion. But I have seen one too many wedding moments get ruined by kids. So, like, love the little ones, but I will be having a child-free wedding. Yeah, I don't need people getting up to change diapers or chasing their kids because they want to do cartwheels on the aisle, or the yelling nonsense or crying during our ceremony. It's just, no. Way too much unnecessary stress. I'm getting stressed out just talking about it. So no kids. Like, I might have considered kids being at the reception, but I feel like kids don't even need to be around that. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's going to be drinking and partying anyway. So, yeah, just no. What else? Oh, people. How many people do you think we should invite? Well, I mean, do you want it to be intimate or huge? It doesn't matter. Well, the more people, the more mouths you have to feed. So, I mean, I have like 10 people I'd invite on my end. Okay, well, that works. So, like 50 at best. Yeah, that works perfectly. For food, what are you thinking? Me. Here you go. Well, besides me for dessert, I think I can deal with cooking for 50 people. Yeah, remember? Italian. I think we could do a charcuterie table and I could just make a ton of pastas and people can choose from those. Yeah, I like that idea. It's cost effective, aesthetically pleasing, and super filling. So I think it's going to work out. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Are you excited? Me too. Well, I'll let you get back to your game. Thank you for your input. And oh, before you go, we have a cake tasting tomorrow at 3. Yeah, so don't forget. Yeah, I'm leaving work too just to get there. So tell your boss there's an emergency or something. You can't be late. Okay. Bye.